Less Online decides to clue us in on changes that are coming with launch. Battlerite seems to be a little bit early for Halloween. Fortnite just received a whole lot of content, and oh look, another Battle Royale game. Yay! What's up guys, James Blonde here with another weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of April 13th, 2018. It's Friday the 13th. Starting off the news this week, Bless Online is opening up about its Steam Early Access release coming this May, and what differences we can expect from the game's launches elsewhere. The combat system has received a complete overhaul, including how class skills function and work together. Players can pick up 2 out of the 6 stance skills and 4 general skills for their class, using them in combos for extra effects. Overall, combat will have even more action and a bit higher difficulty due to the dynamic combo system, but will make it so that skilled players can pull even more potential out of their class. Bless Online is also really trying to avoid the pay-to-win mechanics, making it so that any amount of money that you spend won't affect the amount of gems you gain, because of course the gems can be used to level skills and learn new ones. So it's kind of good that they're going to be keeping a close eye on that, just because, I mean, it can really get out of hand. To be honest, they're probably going to have to end up tweaking it several times before it's just right, and we'll have to see. In related news, Worlds Adrift is also launching into Steam's Early Access program this May, the 17th to be specific, and it will be available worldwide for $24.99 US. Worlds Adrift is a community-crafted MMO, meaning that the community has been involved in the game's development all the way from the ground up, the very beginning. The game's direction and scope have been changed a couple of times with community feedback, bringing it into the unique place that it is today. Now the game's direction has settled into a place that the developers are actually ready to bring the game into a much wider audience and work even more closely with players to redefine the game's experience. Almost like EverQuest Next, in my opinion. As you can see from some of the footage here, the game also has a free island creator tool that lets you design, play, and share your own floating islands in the sky, which is honestly really cool for those who like building epic stuff. This looks to be pretty sweet. Also looking really cool, Dauntless will officially be entering open beta on May 24th. Slayers worldwide will now be able to gather together to tackle the co-op action RPG and explore the Shattered Isles. Even more brave warriors will be needed to ensure that the behemoths can't drain the essence of the world itself. Over 100,000 players have played the closed beta, and 700,000 have signed up for the open beta. Phoenix Labs has been hard at work with the community to sharpen the game's experience and drive the vision for the game forward, meaning an even better monster hunting experience for all of us. Next up, Skyforge's Overgrowth expansion officially dropped on April 12th, and with this came the new Grove Walker class. This new class is a hybrid, capable of becoming powerful mages and tanks depending on, what's needed at the time. They wield a legendary staff to protect their allies and drain health from opponents, or they can activate living armor, which is really cool, and become a massive, hulking figure that will pound even the toughest enemies into submission. In addition to the game's new class, of course, Skyforge also introduced the Nightmare difficulty for adventures, letting players rediscover the game's world in a much more difficult way, to say the least. The new challenge system was also implemented in this update, where players can earn points for completing tasks in-game and show off their special titles they've earned. Check out the MMOHuts site post for plenty more details. As Friday the 13th lands, creepy things are beginning to crawl out of hiding in Battlerite for the Tales of Horror event. Isn't it a little late or early for Halloween, depending on how you look at it? From now until April 25th, players can purchase creepy or spooky chests and various bundles for in-game currency. I mean, this guy has like a pumpkin thing. Isn't that like October? It's spring, not fall. With this new currency, players can obtain epic or legendary weapons, creepy items, outfits, and more. 2 quests, each running for an entire week, will run during the event, and players can earn 1 creepy chest per quest upon winning 35 casual, league, or duel rounds. Battlerite is also bringing the Champion of Enza bundle to Twitch Prime, so Twitch Prime members will be able to get their hands on a bundle featuring a free champion, Rygon, along with a special outfit, pose, mount, and more from April 17th through June 11th. Now, at first when I saw this trailer, I was like, what the heck, did they miss getting the skins out last October sometime? And then I remembered, oh yeah, Friday the 13th. In high-res news, there's a lot to cover this week between Smite and Paladins. Starting off with Smite is the release of the new adventure that I mentioned last week, the Inner Demon Arena. The Inner Demon Arena has a very similar rule set and map as the classic arena game mode, but with a couple of twists. In the Inner Demon Arena, two teams of players square off, battling to kill enemy gods and push minions into the portal at the other team's base to reduce the other team's ticket counter to 0, of course. The twist comes in the form of deadly pools of water around the map. If you happen to enter one of these pools of water for more than, say, a couple of moments, a serpent will appear and basically execute you. To make the map even more hectic, there are also serpent demons that spawn in the center of the map at 4 different locations. 3 serpent demons spawn all at once, and killing 2 of them will grant your team a titan that will attack other minions and players while trying to reach their base, so a little bit more offense that way. A couple of the guys at MMOHuts have actually had the time to check it out themselves. I haven't personally, but I totally want to. And honestly, they're loving the new spin on the original arena concept. So, of course, you're going to see plenty of it on the MMOHuts live streams. In terms of Paladins news, the newest champion has hit the realm, Khan. A captain of House Ico, Khan has passed the test of loyalty to his house and now serves Leon as an advisor and protector. Khan is a fierce frontliner that lives up to his name, using his heavy repeater to deal constant damage to enemies while doing everything in his power to protect his allies and set them up for victory. He can grant himself immunity, heal allies, and disrupt the battlefield by throwing and pulling enemies to where he wants them to be, just like you see in the trailer where he pretty much punts a guy across the map. He is clearly a force to be reckoned with and a powerful addition to the cast of frontliners for Paladins. Don't forget, if you haven't already, check out MMOHuts on twitch.tv/MMOHutsLive. Next up, Fortnite saw its version 3.5 update this past week, affecting both Battle Royale and Save the World game modes. 50 vs 50 is back in Battle Royale with 50 vs 50 version 2 for a limited time. A big game changer for Battle Royale mode is the new portable fort item, aptly named Portafort, which, when deployed, will create a fort-like structure within seconds for players to take shelter in, making it that much harder to kill the very last guy on the map. The Save the World game mode is receiving some cyberpunk heroes with bright, neon-colored fashion, as well as neon weapons to send those husks flying in style. A few other small updates were seen, such as V-Bucks being shared across all platforms, the login queue being improved, and resources always becoming the first items in your inventory list, which is probably pretty nice. Overall, it's a pretty big update across the board and introduced a lot of new exciting changes to the game. In very, very similar news, although BossKey Studios' Lawbreakers wasn't at all a success, Cliffy B decided to turn BossKey's attention instead to the popular Battle Royale style games, because, you know, why not? Everybody else is doing it. With a new game called Radical Heights. Now, this was announced at PAX, and it's a Battle Royale game with a very bright 1980s aesthetic set in sunny Southern California, where you loot for weapons, gadgets, cosmetics, and cash that you take with you regardless of victory or defeat. They plan to develop the game around the feedback, wants, and needs of the player base, and is presently free to play on Steam already in extremely early access. In fact, the developer said it's pre-alpha AF. There are already a few huge names that have established dominance in this genre. Only time will tell if Radical Heights will be a success or suffer the same fate as Lawbreakers. At the moment, it's getting really ridiculed on Steam with very bad feedback, probably because it's directly copying Fortnite, and this is going to be, you know, one of those new so-called Battle of the MOBAs, and we'll probably hear terms like Fortnite killer going forward. But on the other hand, some YouTubers and reviewers seem to like the game as much, if not better, than Fortnite. So, really, we're going to have to see how it goes. But anyway, guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements of this week. Like always, thanks for your support. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below. Feel free to discuss the news or more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it for me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.